Welcome to the show. Why am I talking to you like this? Dramatic effect and pure awesomeness. And there is nothing anybody can do to make me stop talking like this, no matter the cost. And I'm finding it difficult to segue into another thing, so I'm going to stop talking like that now. But anyway, yes. Hello everybody, it's George here, but in the guise of that weird Land Rover Defender Transformer that I reviewed last year. Anyway, why am I here in this guise today? There's a simple reason. Transformers, as you probably have gathered from other videos from my channel. I absolutely love Transformers. And Optimus Prime, he's awesome, isn't he? If you're not aware who Optimus Prime is, he's the leader of the Autobots throughout the whole Transformers franchise, right from G1 in the 80s up to whatever iteration we're on now. In the original cartoon, he was depicted as some sort of blue and red American big rig. And throughout most of the Transformers media over the years, he has remained a truck in those colours. There has been one iteration, I think it was Transformers Ruination, where I did see a toy of Optimus Prime. He was actually a fire engine. Yeah, that's the thing. I bought something today which I've been looking for a few weeks, and it just made me think I need to discuss Optimus Prime and why he's so awesome. I guess in a way he was a symbol of pure 80s Americana, that big rig look that it was when he was in his vehicle mode, but also with that tenuous link to Japanese culture of transforming things. I can't remember what the name of it is. It was inspired by Challenge of the GoBots in 1981. So I'm going to take you through my Optimus Prime toys that I have. Yeah, let's get to it. Or should I say, transform and roll out. So first up, not only was this my first Optimus Prime figure, he was my first ever Transformer toy. Here he is. This is a, well, I guess 2002 Transformers Armada Optimus Prime McDonald's Happy Meal toy. Like I say, because of that sentimental value of him being my first ever Transformer, that's why I've kept him. It's a really simple transformation. You just flip him up, flip up the radiator, up pops the head, and down pop the feet. And yeah, his arms are posable. I think this one has some sort of punching action that's related to this button, but it's really stiff. I don't want to break it. I've always loved that it's moulded out of red and blue transparent plastic. Very simple, but I guess he, like I say, he is the one that gave me the love for the Transformers franchise. Here we have the actual Armada Optimus Prime. I got him Christmas 2003. I remember me and my family were on a skiing holiday in France. I love him. Relatively more complex transformation. You fold down the feet on the bottom of the legs, arms fold down, the funnels go up, the radiator pops up, folds down, and then the shoulder pads just fold down, and there you have it. Because at the time I was so naive to the franchise, I just thought that this was the only iteration of Transformers that had ever been. Obviously I was wrong. He's really, really posable. These little funnels on the side of his arms keep popping off. So I store him in a Ziploc bag, and I'm amazed that after 22 years they're still there. He still comes with his original Minicon figure, and his name is Overrun. I know this isn't an Optimus Prime figure, but it comes with an Optimus Prime figure anyway. So yeah, there you are. That's him in robot mode. Or alternatively, you could fold his arms back up, the tail fin folds down into a little holster, and he's a gun. Yet again, my first ever Transformers Energon figure was a McDonald's Happy Meals toy, and it's Optimus Prime. Here he is. He does come with a little plastic plane, which I still have, and basically it had a button on it, and if you switched this block on the back, it would make lorry sounds. And again, very simple transformation. He always had a bit of a weight problem, not one of the best proportioned Optimus Prime. Pretty simple but effective. And here is the actual Transformers Energon Optimus Prime. Yes, yeah, he's a big one. Well, his trailer's big, because that will come in handy in a minute. Almost retro-futuristic style rig. It's got a satellite dish on the top and these big
roll bars at the back.
Legs fold down, and he has weird bird feet. Arms fold out, and down, and the fists slot out. That folds back, and the head pops up.
Once again, not the best proportioned. Yeah, he's a bit, how to put it politely, in the words of Gabriel Iglesias, he's a bit fluffy. 5 points of articulation. Apparently he's supposed to put batteries in this, but I never have because there's a switch in it. So I've always played with him as he came out of the box. But here we have the trailer.
This bit folds down to the back as a balance. The radar dish folds up the top.
And it becomes almost a station, because in here are 4 vehicles which attach to Optimus Prime to turn him into Super Optimus Prime. I think that's the name anyway. So in number 1 you've got a little fire engine. It's really cool. It's got a little water cannon that goes from side to side just above the cab, and the ladder extends. It's nice that these have little play functions as well. In number 2, if we fold that down, we have ourselves a belly popper. In number 3, this is quite a cool one, a drill machine like the mole out of Thunderbirds, and when you roll it along, the drill spins around with this little cog on the front. The last one, which doesn't really do anything on its own, but it's still a pretty cool concept, is some sort of submarine. And we bring in our old friend Optimus Prime, fold up his feet, fold in hands. These 4 vehicles attach to him in certain ways. They all have the same port, so you can attach one to an arm, one to a foot or whatever, but there's a certain way that I like to do them. And after a few minutes of transformation, here is Super Optimus Prime. That little thing in his centre is supposed to light up, but again, like I say, because I've never put batteries in it, I don't know what it does. But yeah, so the submarine, when it's as an arm, you can see it's got the hand under here, which you can pose the hand for some reason as like a grapple. It does kind of act as like some sort of gun. I got this set as a birthday present for my 8th birthday from my nanny Beryl, not long after she went into hospital with cancer. So even though it's not one of my most favourite Transformer toys, it still holds enormous sentimental value for me because of that. Next Optimus Prime that I've got is this little guy here, and he, I believe, is from Transformers Cybertron or Legends of Cybertron. I bought him on the way home from, I think it was my 2nd or 3rd time in hospital, from Toys R Us in Oxford.
Quite a simple transformation, and unfold out. The arms were always quite difficult to pose and squeeze around, and I always remember when I was a lot younger having difficulty with that head.
There he is. It's only just 4 points of articulation really, but considering it's quite a small figure, he's still relatively poseable. Again, not one of my favourites, but still a pretty cool little one. You know, nice to have in the hand. Transformers Cybertron Turbo Changes Optimus Prime. So yeah, this is a blind bag toy basically. Not the best well made, but you know, it's sturdy and it's nice to feel and fidget with in the hand.
He says it's a simple transformation. Ah yes, here we go. That comes down, the legs sail round, and yeah.
It's a bit disproportioned, but it does the job. Stands up and it doesn't fall over. 3 points of articulation. The arms are pretty poseable actually, which is interesting. This one's a bit of a change up from the more traditional Optimus Prime look, mainly because it looks like some sort of army truck and has got 8 wheels. So this is Transformers Rise of the Beasts Battle Changer Optimus Prime.
It's stiff to get out, but there we go, the legs pop out like that, and oops, yeah, that is a problem. He does keep dislocating his arm, but luckily because it's on a ball joint, he can, but that does not sound good.
And here we go. A little bit more unorthodox. I mean, the face is pretty recognisable, I suppose. No posability on the head. The arms are posable on ball joints, so they can do more extravagant things, but there is no elbow or knee articulation or on the head. There is one feature which he can flip out this axe or sword. And sort of just chop onions at a distance. I don't know. Still interesting. Another Optimus Prime that I've purchased probably in the last year or so. This is Transformers Beast Awakening Optimus Prime. I love the vehicle mode. This is the closest fully transforming Optimus Prime that I have to the original 1980s one. My one criticism with it is that it is a bit of a cheapskate how you can just see the back of his head. from the top. You would have thought there would be at least a cover or something.
And he pops out like this, and then his head flips up. That's not the front.
That's my only criticism with the robot mode. Part of the front is still on the back, which if you're going to something that looks like the original one, then at least try and keep it original. He has 5 points of articulation. He also came with Lion Blade. He's got a little bit of articulation on the legs, but there's a reason for that. Lion Blade transforms into armour.
So you flip the legs up, lob his noggin off so that his bottom jaw's still there, chop his tail off, and shove Optimus Prime's head inside his torso. Fold this bit down.
And there we go. He's got a second head. And then use the Lion Blade's head as a shield. His tail can become some sort of cyber cutlass or something. It still looks really cool. Just weird how he's now got Lion's head on his arm. It just makes it look like some sort of 1970s comedy puppet, doesn't it? Hello, Optimus Prime. Hello, Mr. Lion. Lovely weather we're having, isn't it? New retro comedy act. Optimus Prime and Spit the Lion, everybody. We have Transformers Earthspark Warrior Class Optimus Prime. Very cartoonish, but also harking back to the Michael Bay version of Optimus Prime. Sort of more that long-nosed bonnet, big rig style. This one has a very unusual transformation. Getting it back to vehicle mode is really difficult, especially because of that Energon axe that he carries on the side.
Let's get the arms out first. This big bonnet on the front doesn't really do anything anymore. That comes round, the arms fold forward, but when the head folds up at the back, this bonnet just becomes like a big backpack.
Unlike a lot of other Optimus Primes that I've seen, his antennae sort of go back, so it makes them look less like antennae and more like ears, and the axe can fold down, like so. Again, 5 points of articulation. Quite a solid looking figure, but it's still, as you can hear, it's not as good quality plastic as a lot of the other figures. It still looks the part, it's really good. I love how they sort of painted the window so it gives it more of that cartoony effect as well. So he can go around chopping up wood to his heart's content, or if he doesn't want to, he just fold it away, but then he's just got a big axe hanging off his arm. Not the best idea. This is Transformers 1 Energon Matrix Optimus Prime. So it's technically, well, it's not really an action figure either, because when I bought it, I knew that it didn't transform, but I would have thought that it would have had posability on the legs. No, it's a completely static figure apart from the arms. The head doesn't even move. It does kind of move, but I will show you that in a second. This technically isn't Optimus Prime. This is Orion Pax, apparently, before he becomes Optimus Prime. On the back is the Prime Matrix, I think. And basically, what happens is this opens up, and you can turn him into Optimus Prime. I had another reviewer describe this as just a desk toy, which is what it is really. You know, it's nice to have it on the desk. It looks cool, which is the main thing. Finally, another one of my absolute favourites, bought just today after searching for it for about 2 or 3 months or so. Hot Wheels Screen Time Optimus Prime. I am so glad that I finally found this guy. The guys in the Entertainer knew that I was looking for all this. When I came in, one of them ran up to me with this and said, "We put one aside for you," because apparently the scalpers have been going into the Entertainer and buying 5 of the same thing. So apparently last week when the box came in, there were about 5 of them, and they were all bought by the same person. Yeah, anyway, enough ranting about diecast scalpers. Look at this guy. It's awesome. I know it doesn't transform, but it really doesn't need to. I mean, look, he's even got the Autobots logo. I mean, why wouldn't he? I've always loved the original G1 Optimus Prime, both the robot mode and the vehicle mode. Yeah, that's his head. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, because the Bumblebee one that I've got, the Volkswagen Beetle, that has Bumblebee cast into the chassis. And so, here is my entire collection of Optimus Prime figures. I hope you've enjoyed this showcase as much as I've enjoyed collecting these guys over the years and sharing them with you today. And if you did like it and you like what else you see on my channel, don't forget to like, comment if you fancy, and subscribe if you haven't already. and I will see you in one of my other guises in the next video, whenever that is. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.